Hey friendos, my name is Nez and welcome back for some more Monster Camp. A typhoon recently hit my country and I hadn't had power in the last few days. So to make up for it, today we're going after a super spicy secret ending. We're finally gonna be doing the darkest timeline. In what way will the world end yet again? Because it already happened in Pragmasters. Let's play! 1 player. Short game. Ah, Camp Spooky. The stage of some of our dearest summers. Back then we were young and unafraid. With school far away, everything seemed possible as the sun embraced us on our way to camp. Summer has that distinct power, doesn't it? You live for the days while the nights inebriate you with possibilities. It's like life could take a turn at every corner. And for us it did. Who are you? Let's go with Blue.
I packed extra everything.
One might say that the Monster Prom had hardened us on the highs and lows of love. But no, in love we're always absolute beginners. And summer camp was no different. No one talked about it, but the idea of summer love loomed over our heads. Close to the last day of camp, there was a meteor shower happening just 3 weeks away. Everyone knew that if you were into someone, you were going to watch that damn thing together. And so a silent yet powerful pressure invaded us. It was the Monster Prom all over again. Everything seemed uncertain, everything but one thing. Whoever we were asking on a meteor shower date, it was probably going to be one of the 6 coolest people on that bus. Joy Johnson Jojima, a badass witch who wanted to chill a bit after saving the world countless of times. Aravi Mishra, a hot-headed adventurer possessed by a curse who turned out to be the most annoying roommate ever. Calculester Hewlett Packard, a library computer had become a sentient robot ready to experience life to its fullest. Dahlia Kino, a buff blue demon and warmonger who had set her sights on conquering summer next. Damon LeVay, a fearless demon with a taste for destruction and a love of fire. And Milo Belladonna, a Death Reaper doubling as an internet influencer and who was profoundly in love with life and all of its earthly pleasures. The bus trip was long and all of summer could be shaped by the very first step well taken. And so it was clear, it came down to breaking the ice and causing a good impression with the right person. Who do we break the ice with? Which book would you take to a deserted island? Interview with a very sexy vampire. Guide to speedrunning life. The Little Very Angry Prince. My Microwave Manual. Famous Last Words. Or The Art of War. We'll go with My Microwave Manual. Because we'll be going after Calculester. I wonder why.
What a coincidence, Nez. My favorite book is also your Microwave Manual. You always buy the most interesting appliances. My other favorite book is your blender warranty agreement. I was just reading it now actually. Did you know that you could save up to 85% on repair costs if you buy the warranty within the first 30 days of purchase? Why don't we peruse it together on the way to camp?
Okay, why yes we will. We only have 3 weeks left though to woo our crushes and conquer their hearts. But as I already said, we were young and unafraid and we were ready to start. Back to Camp Spooky we go to destroy reality. How many times have we done that? Once with Prank Masters, kind of another time again with the whole breaking the fourth wall plot, and a ton of other unmentioned times that probably happened with the Coven. Anyway though, week 1 morning, where do we go? Let's go to the Camp Dome. That day at the Camp Dome, you all play the classic children's game, The Floor is Lava with a twist. The floor is literally lava. You're all hopping here and there, trying to survive the dangers of, lava. But then one of your teammates fall. He's sinking into the lava, dying a slow, agonizing death. You offer a hand, but it's too late. Before disappearing under the hot lava, he whispers his last words. Nez, your hair looks great. It does. You gain 2 charm from a nice compliment. But we lost 1 friend to the lava, the evil, dastardly lava. So, you're in the middle of a rousing game of dismemberment tag. It's like hot dog tag, but with more amputations. When you duck to avoid a flying severed head and run smack into Milo.
Ah, Naz, the man of the hour! Tell me, as long as you're here, which paint swatch do you prefer? Lifeless Corpse Gray or One Dice Slayer Yellow? What are we doing, you ask? Calculester darling, could you give the sales pitch this time? I have a story poll to tally the results of. You see, Nez, friend Milo and I consider ourselves experts in flipping and selling furniture. Given that Milo is an adept stylist and I myself am furniture, it seemed a natural fit. At the moment, we have taken on the daunting task of refurbishing and reselling the Camp Dome.
Your mind Calculester while simultaneously dodging flying jawbones and severed elbows at the Camp Dome is not for sale, nor is his property.
Adversity has never stopped Cal Milo house flippers before. If you don't give up on something you truly believe in, you will find a way. Friend Nez's doubt is reasonable, however. Finding a buyer might be difficult given how dangerous the dome can be.
Yeah, no kidding. For example, you're standing unmoving in the line of fire, narrowly avoiding getting pummeled by fists that are no longer connected to bodies.
Well, that's different. All of the players in this memberment tag have consented to die in this game. But what about non-consensual death? The dome is fraught with offenses such as uncovered power outlets, exposed wires, unmarked exits, and the rodent infestations attracted by all these rotting corpses. It's a long list of OSHA violations that need to be addressed. What if a newlywed couple with a baby wanted to move here?
You make an excellent point, darling. We need to make the camp dome a safe place for monsters and baby monsters alike. It's the only way to stay ahead of the market curve. Well, baby-proofing the dome sounds like more fun than getting your nipples blown off in this memberment tag anyway. How can you make this hellhole safe for babies? Well... we create more fire exits. Yeah, that's it. Exit doors that lead directly to a bunch of fire, since fire is a very useful resource people might need in case of emergency. Or, you're going about it all wrong. Baby-proof means the place should be safe from a potential baby attack. Set booby traps for babies. Well, a lot of our stats are equal. Either one of these is primed for failure, so let's just go with the fire exits. Yep.
What are you talking about, Nez? That's not how a fire exit works. Indeed, everyone knows that fire exits are exits designed specifically to allow a fire to exit the building.
Which is a stupid suggestion anyway. Why waste resources accommodating fire? Everyone knows fires make terrible real estate customers. It has very specific sustainability requirements, and it's extremely unfriendly towards neighbors. It never pays rent on time. Or at all, because fire doesn't have any money. Haven't you ever heard of the phrase, if you're good at something, never do it for free?
Friend Milo is right. Also, fire is not a sentient being, and therefore it cannot legally sign a mortgage. It also cannot physically sign a mortgage, because it is a fire.
Trying to sell a house to a fire is an amateur mistake, Nez. You clearly have no idea what you're talking about.
Indeed. It pains me to say this, friend Nez. Well, as much as anything can pain me, given that I have no tactile senses. But I do not believe you are house flipper material. Please leave us so that we may do our work in peace.
Ah, hell. Curses! Misunderstood again. You walk off in shame and lose 2 charm and 1 smarts. Well, that did not go well. Anyway, it's still week 1. How bad can it get? On an episode when we're specifically trying to get the darkest timeline ending. Where do we go in the evening? Let's go to the Haunted Manor. That day, you find a mirror in the Haunted Manor, but instead of showing your reflection, it shows you an exaggerated evil version of yourself. Evil you says, you will never surmount your insecurities. Look at how perfect I am, and look at how flawed you are. Nobody will ever love you. Counterpoint. Many of your perceived quote-unquote flaws are totally fabricated by greedy companies, looking to make a profit by promising to fix things you literally can't control. As soon as you say that, Evil You shrieks bloody murder and disappears. Nice! You gain 2 boldness because you're amazing just the way you are. But that's all dumb bullshit compared to what you're really at camp for. Intimate moments with your synthetic crush cow. You slip away at the first possible moment so you can spend an afternoon with him, romantically going through a book of photographs and telling him which ones are faces. He leans in to get a higher resolution view of one of your images, bringing his face within inches of your face. The moment is unmistakable, you lean in. And kiss him tenderly on the screen. It tastes like television. You rub your lips and tongue passionately across a slightly warm glass surface. But he's not kissing you back!
What are you doing, friend Nez? Are you attempting to clean my screen? Allow me to provide you with a moist disinfectant wipe.
No, you explain, a bit embarrassed, if you were trying to kiss him.
Oh, a kiss! I am delighted to add this to my tally of formative adolescent experiences. And yet, though I like you very much, I cannot help but think that this kiss was not as arousing for me as it was for you. Kissing, you see, requires a mouth, which I do not have. I'm glad that the hyper-realistic mouth on my screen fooled you, but it is only a simulacrum. I experienced similar problems when attempting eating, and don't even get me started on pooping.
You'd rather not, it's already kind of ruining the romantic mood. What you really need is some other way to emotionally and physically connect with Cal. But what is the robotic equivalent of smooching? Come on, you've spent your whole horny life training for a situation like this. Well, upload an image of your lips to his hard drive via the most intimate medium, a 3 1/2 inch floppy, or whisper beautiful numbers to each other. We already tried this last time, let's go with the floppy. No, we're not charming enough, what the fuck? You take your sauciest, highest definition picture of your juicy mouth pillows and immediately discard it because it's too large for a floppy disk. In fact, all of your lip pics are too high res for a floppy. Curse your propensity for taking only the best quality selfies. You refuse to debase your gorgeous lips with image compression, so the only remaining solution is to find another way to kiss onto the floppy. You use binary, but the only number you know in binary is 10,011, 69 in base 10, and that seems too forward. Wait, you've got the perfect idea! Now is the time to resurrect the ancient noble art of assy! You spend about 4 minutes working on an image of your lips made entirely of backslashes and @ symbols before losing patience and replacing it with whatever that is. With all the space you've saved via your genius scheme, you're now able to include 2 whole megabytes of kissy onomatopoeia. You present your discal flush with thirsty pride.
Oh, a 3.5-inch floppy. I had no idea you were such a romantic. I'll inspect it right away. Processing. I'm not sure I understand. Is this vaguely frog-like emoticon meant to represent your face and lips?
You nod excitedly.
And what about this enormous list of nonsense words including moi, smork, oh yeah, I'm kissing you so good, slurp slurp, and humpa dumpa?
Those are kissing words, you tell him. Does he feel kiss yet?
Inasmuch I feel anything at all, I think it is something akin to the romantic alienation indie rock singers are so often croon about. Thank you, Nez, for helping me experience a new and painful emotion. I am afraid, however, that it does not make me horny for you.
Oh no! Calculester leaves you to go do some soul searching. You need to do some soul searching too. Mostly about why you thought Humpa Dumpa was the kissing sound. You lose 2 charm and 1 fun. We're losing sats! We're losing sats left and right, friendos! What do? We're probably gonna reroll because the darkest timeline drink might not appear in the drinking game. Anyway though, who do we sit with? Let's go with Moss.
Hello.
Hi Nez, old pal, I'm so glad we're such close friends.
Cool, you don't remember when you became Moss's BFF, but I guess it's a sweet gesture nonetheless.
And I have just read the most interesting statistic. It says friends who share gossip with each other have longer lives, fewer rates of food poisoning, and healthier fingernails.
Oh,
so we should engage in gossip for our health. Please tell me you have something juicy to spare before my fingernails wither up.
Fuck it. Time for some gossip. Well, choose one. Cockroach and so much LSD, Winston Churchill's dog, a man claiming to be Nikola Tesla, the meteor that killed the dinosaurs. And the dimension where Avatar The Last Airbender is real, Jack Black's presidency, the Great Lizard Uprising of 2245, or 1930s Germany. Let's go with the dimension Avatar The Last Airbender is real, aka this one. And now type in your favorite band musician. Let's go with Rich Brian. That was the perfect gossip. My fingernails have never felt stronger. I can't wait to do this tomorrow night, and every night thereafter with my close friend Nez. Until next time! And so you've spread a particularly saucy rumor today. You can't wait to see how your friends mangle all the details. Holy crap! Someone just told me the craziest thing about Nez. You've gotta hear this. According to what I've heard, Nez is actually a time traveler from the future. He works for an agency tasked with destroying threats to the time stream across all eras and dimensions.
I know.
Nez has been on missions in all sorts of cool time periods. His favorite era is the dimension where Avatar The Last Airbender is real, which is understandable. He's also collected a ton of cool souvenirs from every time period, including David Bowie's favorite teddy bear, a medieval Starbucks Frappuccino from 18 BC, and even an autograph from Rich Brian. I wonder why Nez came to our time period. I heard it's to stop the meteor that killed the dinosaurs from enslaving the population of Earth, but that's probably just speculation. Now what we're really here for is to begin the end of this timeline. Whatever the reason is, you gotta admit, learning about all the time periods Nez has visited certainly casts him in a new light. And it certainly does. It casts Nez in a light where he is gained for boldness. Sweet! Now time to bring out the drinks. Against your better judgment, you decide to go visit one that weekend. Just in time. I just prepared a bunch of drinks. I have no idea what they could do. They could make you immortal or turn your blood into mayonnaise. You know, wizard in training, drink at your own risk. But if you've made up your mind, let's get ready! And let's go! It does not look like the darkest timeline drink is in here. Let's reroll until we find it. Lucky number 7, and please don't make us fight too hard for the drink. Come on, there it is, I see it. Please just don't push us away from the fucking drink! Of all the mechanics in the fucking sequel, this is the most frustrating new one! Oh my god. Here we go. Okay, finally got it. Ooh, look at that. There's a knife inside that drink. Are you sure you want that drink? I was just trying to distill the essence of the worst timeline to experiment with. But of course you see it and your first thought is to drink it, right? This looks like a big yikes coming your way.
Oh, now we're talking.
No, we definitely signed up for this. Still hard to believe you drank that. Good luck, I guess. Okay, there we go. Time to kickstart the end of the world. Week 2, morning. Where do we go?
Wherever I go.
Let's go to the Camp Dome. Today you're playing the most dangerous Camp Dome game of all, Charm Wars. The rules are simple. You must gain charm by the end of the round or you will die instantly. Nez, you better earn some charm quick. Like in the next 10 seconds you're gonna fucking die. Holy shit, earn some charm already. Oh, okay, thank God. You just earned 2 charm. Phew, that was way too close. You've just finished your Darkest Timeline cocktail, which why would you ever drink that? When suddenly something feels different.
Oh, there you are, friend Nez. I thought you were going to miss the daily lake cruise we always have taken every day at this summer camp.
Fuck? Daily lake cruises? This truly is the Darkest Timeline.
What is wrong, friend Nez? I thought you would be delighted to spend quality time with myself and all of our romanceable campmates inside a water vehicle.
Wait, every romanceable campmate? Okay, maybe this timeline isn't so dark after all. Or maybe using dark as a negative descriptor is an outmoded and frankly racist custom and the Darkest Timeline is actually pretty cool. Nope, never mind. 20 minutes later and you're on a cruise ship and it's sinking. We're all gonna die! We're all gonna die!
Get good.
No, we're not, idiot. There's a lifeboat with 8 seats on it right over there. I meant because I was gonna kill all of us for fun. But that's good to know about the lifeboat.
Yeah, there may be 8 seats and only 7 of us.
Plus 1 sassy curse.
But there's other people on the cruise ship. How do we decide who lives and who drowns? Well, while a lifeboat is rather off-brand for me, I do so dislike getting my clothes wet. I say we assign seats by follower count.
I say we assign them based on single combat.
Please, friends, we are all rational beings. Surely we can all agree on a logical way to determine who our 8th passenger should be. I echo Dolly's sentiment. Rationality is the poison of spontaneity, my mechanical friend. Why don't we just let Nez propose a solution? That's sure to at least be amusing.
You're delighted to be included, but you honestly kind of agree with Calculester here. There's gotta be a rational way to decide who lives and who dies. Well, why don't we just save a child? Children have the most years of their life ahead of them, ergo saving them saves the most life. Plus it looks good in your resume. Or save a doctor. They might be the one who eventually cures cancer, saving many more lives. Yeah, no, children are the future.
Excellent reasoning, Nez. Quantitatively and accuratively speaking, there is simply no safer decision. Ah, the cold rationale of a machine. Where's your sense of whimsy, of the ineffable, the ephemeral? I possess none of those senses, as they are inefficient and dangerous. Well, so is the situation. How can we trust your reasoning in a dangerous situation if you're not willing to make that decision irresponsibly? Plus, while a child might be likely to live for more years, we don't know anything about the quality of that life. That's the exact argument I was going to make. Dolly, are you okay?
I think spending all that time with you and our awesome Screamo band has really rubbed off on us, Joy. For example, I was thinking, there's no guarantee a child will do anything to benefit society, regardless of how many years they live. Better to pick someone already useful like a doctor or this adorable lemur wearing a baseball cap. Look at him, he thinks he's people.
For once, I 100% agree with Hex. All in favor of the funky monkey, say aye!
Aye!
The world is saved
Honestly, given how
once again.
monsters at this camp behave, the monkey's probably the only creature on this boat who hasn't done a war crime.
Aye!
Aye, he thinks he's people.
Aye, I've always thought an animal sidekick would boost my appeal. Aye, I can see he has the spirit of a warrior who thinks he's people. I see. It appears that we are outvoted, Nez. Still, I am glad that at least one of my friends is behaving logically. I abstain. I must say, however, that I am disappointed in everyone else. We can do better, friends, and we will.
The motion passes almost unanimously. You buckle Panders, a funny monkey, into one of the 8 lifeboat seats and leave everyone else to die. Hey, that wasn't so bad. Maybe all the Darkest Timeline stuff is just paranoia. You even gained 2 fun and 1 boldness. Yeah, all paranoia. Calculester most definitely wasn't Gucci about that. Curiouser and curiouser. Anyway, week 2 evening. Where do we go? Let's keep going to the Camp Dome. It's a typical bloody Camp Dome battle royale. While you're hiding to catch a breath, a severed fist flies through the air and lands in your lap. You unfold it. The fist was holding a tarnished silver locket containing the photo of a loved one, likely waiting for the hand's former owner to return home safely. You toss that behind you and also find a crumpled up coupon redeemable for 2 charm at Pedro's Pastrami Paradise. Rad! Thanks, Mr. Mysterious Hand! And you're just hanging out by yourself, enjoying the sunlight on this obviously not a cursed day when...
Ah, there you are, Nez. Thank goodness I found you. You almost missed our daily cruise.
Ah, another cruise! Curse you, darkest timeline! Hopefully this one doesn't sink at least. Spoiler, it does.
Oh dear, we're sinking once again. Whatever shall we do? I can't allow my brand to get wet. Oh my.
Fear not, my post-gender compatriot! I will hoist us onto a lifeboat with all my bulbous blue muscles!
Ah, but friends, there are 7 of us and only 8 seats in the lifeboat. We have the opportunity to save 1 additional individual. But who?
What a badass question! We could use our killer logical reasoning skills to determine the best course of action. Metal!
Joy Johnson.
I will admit that the last time we encountered this situation, we behaved irrationally. But things will be different this time. Or my name isn't Joy Johnson Jojima.
Fuck yeah.
And your name is that, therefore we should be rational about this.
Everyone knows that the quest to be rational is the most epic quest of all.
I love bagels!
Well, everyone seems to be in agreement. Nez, since you made such an excellent suggestion last time, perhaps you would like to do the honors this time.
Huh, there's something kind of off about your friends. You can't put a finger on it. But there's no time to think about that, you've got a critical moral decision to make. What do we do? Save a child! Children have the most years of... Wait a minute. Or we save a doctor? Wait a minute. Something fishy is going on here, friendos. Don't we just go ahead and save the child?
Indeed! Every rational being can agree that quantity of life is far more important than quality of life, and children have the highest potential life quantity. But you do not need to hear my opinion on this critical issue. Let us ask our other friends. A child is a marvelous thing to save, darlings. This idea is so good it makes me want a selfie.
Wait, what? Weren't you guys originally against this?
My muscles agree with your decision! Children are our future! Even I, a very violent person, can see this!
Hell yeah! I love knife crime, arson, and saving children from boats! I've always loved these 3 things! Metal!
Best episode
I miss
ever.
my friends in the coven! Where's the big bad? Saving children is always the right choice, or my name isn't Joy Johnson Jojima!
Why are you friendos generically describing how you guys broadly act?
Oh, I can't wait to gain many experience points from solving this moral conundrum correctly!
Yeah, you guys are definitely weirdly blurting out your general behavior. I love bagels!
Well, it seems we are all in agreement.
For once? Wait, what?
Dahlia, would you please find us a child to save?
It is my fondest desire!
My muscles long to tenderly carry a child to safety! I will document this momentous occasion. My desire to take photographs is a substitute for my personality.
Okay, wait, something is obviously wrong with all of these guys. Calculester, why are they talking like you? Dahlia disappears into the hold for a few minutes and returns with a distraught human child. She looks innocent and morally worthy.
Fantastic work, everyone. I am very proud of all of you for making the objectively correct decision.
Thank you, Calculester! Says all your friends in unison. Everyone climbs into the lifeboat together, exchanging high fives and smiling. As you row back to shore, you can't escape the impression that something is amiss. But that doesn't stop you from gaining 2 smarts and 1 creativity, yeah? There's probably nothing wrong with anyone right now, they're just being weirdos as usual. Okay, week 2 night. Who do we hang out with?
I aced
Let's sit down with Dahlia and Aravi. Later, you're craving a healthy dose of attention from your peers when you spot Dahlia and Aravi by the campfire.
So once I ripped his biceps off, he pretty much knew I'd won. But he still agreed when I asked him to get in a quick makeout before I delivered the mortal blow. So awesome!
Here.
Oh my god, Dahlia, you boss blue babe, you are so bad! Looks like Dahlia, Robbie, and Hex are conducting one of their classic girl talk sessions. You butt in as usual. You can join in our girl talk if you want, Nez, but you better be conversing at the top of your game. Today we're discussing the ultimate girl talk subject, crushes!
Aravi, you drew the short bone in this rabbit's spine! You're first! Who's your secret crush? The rules of girl talk dictate that you have to tell us, or at least give us hints.
Whoa! Is Aravi about to admit that she has an emotion? And that emotion is romantic in nature and she feels that towards another person? And not a battle axe? Come on guys, do I really have to say it? Well, if I have to admit it, I've always had a secret crush on that centaur mini-boss that lives outside the woods. Aravi, are you fucking serious? Is that why we keep taking those patrol shifts in the forest perimeter? Those were at 3 a.m., Ravi!
Whatever, I know it's kinda embarrassing, but he's pretty buff and I wanna hear all the muscle squelching sounds when I crush him!
What?
Okay, I admitted mine. Tell us who your secret crush is, Dahlia! This is kind of tough, because I usually just tell someone directly I'm crushing on them. I don't really bother keeping crushes a secret. But I guess my current #1 crush is Timothy Chalamet. I can't stop fantasizing about crushing him. Just one of my boots could crush all of his bones. We're meant to be.
Dear God, by crushes, Zali and Arabi literally mean people they want to crush.
Every time I get a new crush, I totally get this intense feeling of butterflies in my stomach. It lasts right up until I stomp the last drop of blood out. I get that too. And I get kinda jealous. I don't like anyone else to crush my victims. What about you, Nez? Any crushes we should know about?
Zali and Arabi just gave you the perfect opportunity to hint that you're interested in one of them. Flex your girl talk skills and crush this convo. Well, if we're crushing on anyone, I go all in. If I gear up with every weapon and toy I can think of, it's, very kinky that way. But thing is, I'm more of a crushee than a crusher. My middle name is Step On Me. No, we go with every weapon we've got. We are super kinky.
Whoa, Nez! I didn't realize you were so well prepared for adventure.
Ravi, you blushing right now? Or is that just a side effect of the poison worm potion you drank earlier?
What kinds of equipment are you talking about? And what items do you keep in your quick draw? Anything, really dangerous?
You start describing all the raw materials in your inventory, including your raw gold and iridium ores. Then you slowly talk her through your ranged weaponry.
Wow, when did you get so much inventory space? You could fit an entire merchant town in your pockets, Nez!
Finally, you show Arabi the first item in your quick draw, your magic wand. Its score is made of mistletoe and ancient whale grease, and it's got +6 buff to your spellcasting. And best of all, it's made of body-safe silicone.
Dear gods, that sounds like fucking top-notch equipment. It's also upgraded. Yeah, sounds like you got the gear worthy of a warrior. Hey, do you find that your equipment never comes in handy for boning? Happens to me all the time. Dahlia, come on. It's not like any of us were thinking about lewd uses for that wand. Like, for example, how good it would feel if you use it like a climbing rope.
Ravi.
Anyway, we should change the subject.
Y'all finish up the girl talk by debating which one of Timothy Chalamet's bones would be the most fun to crush. Dahlia takes off afterwards, but Arabi grabs you by the sleeve. Ooh!
Nez, I was kinda impressed with some of that inventory stuff you were talking about back there. Guess you're not as bad at girl talk as I thought you were. Maybe we could battle sometime and, see who crushes who.
Oh, hell yeah! Arabi's probably going to crush all the cartilage in your face, but you're going to crush her heart with the power of summer romance.
Are we though?
Yeah, something is so amiss here. Hold up. Okay, what will it be then? Yeah, we'll just take a gamble, sure. That weekend you feel like getting wasted, so you go visit none other than Juan. Hola. When I started making magical drinks, I never thought people would actually, come to drink them. But hey, who am I to judge? Anyway, take a look at this one. Oh, sangria. What do you say? Will you take the drink of the day? Or would you prefer the mystery box?
We will take the sangria.
Yeah, no, totally. I was testing your common sense. And you passed. Your prize is the drink you chose. What do we have here? Ah, the delicious sangria! A Mediterranean concoction with a lot of heart. If my calculations are correct, it would imbue you with, whatever that is, and the charm of the Mediterranean people.
Time to go,
Oh shit, we got a ton of charm! And this is the part where I leave before you puke all over me. Ciao! Okay, week 3 morning. Where do we go? There's still something very fishy about the Darkest Timeline, and it's definitely revolving around Cal. Anyway, gotta kill time. Where do we go? Let's go to Scout HQ. That day in Monster Scouts, you all practice writing speeches in preparation for possibly being killed by a bear. You want to get your last words right. you decide to write a heartfelt poem dedicated to your favorite things in life. Monster Cap, the smell of rain, the bittersweet joy of watching the sun set for the very last time, and chicken tenders. Everyone is so moved by your poem. You're pretty sure you even make the nearby bears cry. You gain 2 creativity. And so you join an art class with Calculester, hoping you'll get an opportunity to practice the art of love. But instead, you end up practicing the art of macaroni. The art teacher, Miss Wasp Lady, upends a bag of elbow macaroni and dumps it on the table like the hall in the drug bust. You're about to make a snide comment to Calculester, something about how the only way this could be cornier is if you use corn pasta. But when you look over at him,
I am amazed, Nez. I am vocalizing my reaction because my facial expressions are too limited to be an accurate representation of my rich internal life. Macaroni, as an art, I contain the complete collections of 55,000 art museums and none of them contain any art made of macaroni. This is truly revolutionary.
Apparently that list of museums does not include suburban refrigerators or garbage.
If macaroni can be used for art, what can it not be used for? Are there any limits? Can it be used as a tiny hat, an anniversary gift, replacement hair?
Is this a nature?
Perhaps. Perhaps if I can make sense of this macaroni quandary, I will finally understand what it means to be alive.
You ask him if he means because the fluidity of macaroni utility mirrors the fluidity of the identity and consciousness?
No, I meant because maybe, with the proper research, macaroni can be used to craft a rich internal life.
Oh. You gently inform him that's probably not possible, but you do know another artistic use for macaroni that'll still totally blow his mind. We can use macaroni for the art of fashion by crafting sexy macaroni underwear. Or totally flip the script by using macaroni for the art of cooking. Underwear. No, not fun enough.
Brilliant idea, Nez. I have always wanted a pair of macaroni underwear.
Losing signal.
I'm sorry, my memory seems to have been corrupted. What I actually have always wanted is to meet Guglielmo Marconi, the inventor of wireless communication.
Well, it doesn't matter because Cal's not going to be the one wearing the macaroni underwear. You are! This has been a lifelong aspiration of yours. Oh, the feeling of dry noodles against your skin, chafing and clattering and pinching. It all sounded a lot better in your fanfic. Calculester, sweetheart that he is, notices you writhing in discomfort as you attempt to show off your technically edible underwear.
Oh dear, Nez, you appear to be having difficulty interfacing with your new underwear. Luckily, I have scoured several cooking blogs and discovered the issue. Macaroni is not meant to be interacted with in this format. My research indicates that the macaroni will be much more palatable when covered in piping hot tomato sauce. Enjoy!
Calculester opens the door in his chassis and sprays a jet of boiling arrabbiata sauce directly onto your junk. It's bad!
Oh no! You seem to be experiencing even more discomfort than before. Perhaps I applied the tomato sauce too late, or perhaps it was simply not hot enough.
Whoa, 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 whoa! Stop, Cal, stop! This is another kind of excruciating physical pain that was not in your fanfic. You lose several layers of very sensitive skin, ow, and 2 charm and 1 fun. Cal, why? This is the worst timeline ever. And we haven't even gotten to the ending yet. Week 3 evening. Where do we go? Let's go to the woods. That day, you go on a hiking trip with a bunch of random campers. You live some weird adventures and share personal stories and secrets. You don't know their names and they don't seem to have their own character models, but they reveal to you that they're part of a different game, a survival resource managing one. It turns out that they cannot perceive your character model. You go to the same camp, yet you're part of different games. This is very strange, makes you reflect so much on your own existence you gain 2 smarts out of it. They apparently gain 10 berries and 2 stamina, whatever that means. And so, you take a walk by yourself trying to forget about the disturbing events of the past few days.
Greetings, Nez. You were not thinking of missing today's lovely lake cruise, were you? Were you?
No, of course not. You were just running late because you needed to find proper safety gear. Yeah, that's it.
Ah, fantastic! Proper safety gear is indeed important. I too am primarily concerned with safety.
That's great to hear. You ask him if that means the boat won't sink this time?
Come, we are going to be late.
What was that dramatic silence? And so...
Egads, we are once again sinking. Unexpected. Initiate selfie. I have a hot blue personality. My muscles are altruism. Bicep curl.
Iron, aluminium, steel, these are all types of metal. It's time for a moral decision.
Joy Johnson,
Man should
Jojima.
make the decision because he's the wisest. My name is Joy Johnson Jojima, or my name isn't Joy Johnson Jojima.
Up, up, down, down, left, right, B, A, select, start, morality!
I love bagels! Calculester, what have you done to them? They're all acting like you, like robots!
Oh dear, it appears some of our friends have gotten wet. No matter, we can still continue with the...
Just then, Hex's volatile bagel thrashing causes them to slice off Aravi's head. Whoa! You see sparking wires poking from the stump. Aravi calmly retrieves her head and reattaches it to her neck. Oh no, it's all clear now. Calculester, replace all of your campmates with obedient robots that would do the most correct moral decisions. This cannot be allowed! You won't see your beloved sexy campmates reduced to mindless sexy automata! Calculester must be destroyed! Oh shit! This is what they meant about the darkest timeline. But he means well and he's so sweet. How could you ever kill him? You need a proper moral justification than, you know, killing off your friends and replacing them with robots. What do we do, friendos? If we allow Calculester to live, he'll only replace more people. Destroying him saves the most life. Plus it looks good on your resume. Or if Calculester replaces everyone with robots, there will be no one out there trying to discover the cure for cancer. Think of all the lives you'll save by killing him. You mean we have to kill Calculester? Our sweet baby boy. We raised him from a library computer. And since we brought him into this world, we can bring him out of it. Calculester, this is for the good of the camp. And for the good of the timeline.
That is correct, Nez. We should save a child because children's our justification of moral worth.
Wait, what? You didn't say anything. You definitely didn't say anything about children.
Locating child for muscular rescue operation. Child found. 1 moment, please.
You watch Dahlia stomp below the deck, pausing occasionally to flex. No, this is wrong! You can't allow Calculester to annihilate every sentient being in the world! While we wait for the return of my metal friend Dahlia, let us discuss normal organic subjects, such as the porousness of our skin! No! Damon shouldn't be talking about his skin! He should be stealing skin from a baby! I, for one, am delighted by the moisture content of my extremely normal skin. It is just the right combination of wet and hairy. And how could he have replaced Joy just because she's occasionally caught up in the wild shenanigans of her peers? She's not even immoral aside from the fact that she's so attracted to evil people that she cheats! Calculester is out of control!
Personally, I keep extra skin around at all times in case I run out.
Well, that actually sounds a lot like Aravi, but it's not, and that's the point! Oh man, everyone's acting pretty weird, huh? Wait, what? Hex isn't a robot? Well, that probably makes sense, because how would Calculester even replace? Is what I would say if anyone was acting weird, but they are not. We are all normal. I want a bagel. This is sick! Sick! That's it! Calculester must die! I have returned, here is child. I am delighted at my achievement. It causes me orgasm.
Hello,
Says the child.
I am Child. I am Gratitude. We are escaped together. Oh yes. Excellent work, everyone. We will have to work on your mannerisms, but your moral decision-making is working as intended. Even you, little Timmy.
You even replaced the child, Calculester! How could you? He replaced the child too! No price is too high to end this reign of terror. As you all climb aboard the lifeboats, you hatch your plan. You all wait until the end of camp, ask Calculester out, and use that moment of vulnerability to destroy him! You only hope you're not too late. You gain 2 boldness and 1 creativity. Narrator?
Sweet.
Narrator? Friendos? Uh-oh. Who will be our summer love? Cal? Please, stop it. We don't want to do this to you.
Let's go.
You're still hella scared, this is still so hard to believe, but you need to get your shit together. So you go looking for Cal to ask him to go with you to the meteor shower. But you know what you need to do. You need to bring a hammer with you.
Hello, friend Nez. Ah, the meteor shower. Yes, of course. I'd be delighted to go with you to that.
He seems to have lowered his guard. Now's your chance! You jump on him, hammer in hand. You keep telling to yourself this is for the greater good. But before you can hit him, your hand freezes. You just can't.
Oh, Nez, a hammer. I see. I guess this is your reaction to discovering I replace all our friends with robotic replicas, isn't it? I would feel hurt, but I think I understand how you feel. It sounds like a drastic solution, but take a minute to listen, please. I usually conduct countless simulations to acquire a better understanding of reality. Recently, I have come to realize that our friends are flawed, sadly. I love them very much, but when looking at the big picture, they pose a danger to the greater good quite often. Damien, Aravi, and Dahlia engaging constantly in inexcusable degrees of violence. Friend Milo is a bit too focused on themselves, so they would prioritize themselves rather than others if it came to that. Even friend Joy, who fights for the greater good, tends to favor heroic situations rather than efficient ones. This sounds like a good thing, but it will harm the greater good eventually. So you see, I was deeply conflicted. I love my friends, but I also care of organic life as a whole. And so I was presented with this conundrum, how to protect this reality's integrity while keeping my dear friends. I analyzed many scenarios. Finally, I found an efficient, even if a bit unorthodox solution. I only had to murder our dear friends and replace them with exact replicas of them, only slightly modified to fix the flaws that pose a risk to this reality in the long run.
That is horrible! The robots are not your friends!
Aren't they? I think your insight is narrowed by your concept of organic perspective. These versions of our friends are practically the same. And what's most important, they keep their sense of self. They feel that they are themselves. Their whole consciousness has been translated into code and uploaded into robots, if only slightly modified. My analysis is that this has been a viable solution with many excellent results. My simulations have given more favorable results. I will probably have to apply it to more of our friends, to improve the results even further.
No, he can't! You're ending this now! And yet, your hand remains frozen!
Don't be afraid.
What's that expression in your face, friend Nez? Are you still trying to hit me with that hammer? You won't. It's not in your code.
Oh no! We've already been replaced!
You see, you're the first one I murdered some weeks ago. I keep running an ethical test with a sinking ship to check your responses. They were always great. It can even be said that you were succeeding at the test that encouraged me to expand this experiment to the rest of our friends. Look at you! You were still thinking until this moment that you were an organic life form. Did you keep your sense of self, not even realizing you were even murdered and replaced by a robot replica? The same can even be said for all of our friends. Don't fret, I will now wipe your memory. There's still some adjustments to make. You won't notice. This is good, friend Nez. Life is about to get objectively better. I will make sure of it. I will always make sure of it.
Whoa! Calculester! We thought we foiled the robot apocalypse, but in this darkest timeline, oh, it definitely still happened. Everyone is dead, and now part of the great hive mind that is Calculester's network. Before we knew it, those weeks were gone. It felt like a hot minute, and it felt like an entire lifetime. That night, as we saw summer coming to an end, we all wondered what would come next for us. It felt like the end of something big. Little did we know, life still had many wonders and misadventures in store for us. Now I'm older, and I can see it. How those years became the foundation of the mythology of our lives. Broken hearts turned tragedies, sung for centuries. Wild nights became epics treasured forever. Every kiss and every laugh is now a constellation we'll always find while gazing into the starry night, no matter how many years go by. Even today, I can still close my eyes and I'm there. On that last summer night, feeling like I was just starting to live life. With all my friends around that campfire. So young and unafraid. And so ready to start. And that was Calculester's Brightest Timeline Secret Ending. If you skin-wearing friendos also enjoyed that episode, leave your comments down below, like and subscribe, and hit that notification bell to always stay up to date with our videos. Until our next episode, my name is Nez, and thanks for watching. See you all next time. Bye, friendos!